Red Edition, welcome. Hey, I got a bunch of crap for you. Okay then, here, listen up, elephant poo. Okay, it's a planned project for power generation in Ontario, Canada, and these are the same people, the Liberal government there, that have racked up a debt that is equal to, or actually a little bit more than California's debt, and they have 1/3 of the population, right? I mean, they're a train wreck. It's a mess, and every day it even gets worse with these Liberal whacks, and now they're saying, hey, we're going to buy a bunch of animals, elephants and rhinoceroses and other things, and take them to the Toronto Zoo, and we'll use the animals that are there now. I think a lot of the Liberal politicians should be in that zoo, but in any event, hey, these animals will now have a new job. Why not? You might as well hire them. They're kind of like everybody in the House there in any event. The House being the political House. We're going to switch on all of our lights in Toronto and other places in Ontario because of the secondhand grass that we're going to get from our animals. Okay, there. Here's a man. His name is Paul Weston. He's out of the UK, out of London, England. Son of a gun. And he has a website called liberty.org.uk or some such. He's actually on our website. We have an icon on rightedition.com where you can post your own video clips if you wish. It's about you, right? You can say whatever you like. And he's done that. He's caused quite a stir in Britain. He starts off with one of his videos saying, I'm a racist. And I guess what he's really saying is, when you listen to it, it's not about color. It's about culture. He says you can be purple, you can be pink, who cares? But when you're in Britain, act British, and all the people that are coming there aren't. In particular, he's referring to Islam and Muslims and so on. And here's what he says. Islam has religious, legal, political, economical, social, and military components. Islam is not just a religion. It is a complete and total system of life. It is a culture, and it will destroy any country that it comes to. And then he goes on with percentages, and he says if you get more than 2%, this happens, 5%, that happens. And once you get up to about 10, there's warfare because they try to convert and they close down streets. That's happening now in Canada and in the US, in Chicago recently. They closed down a main artery because all the Muslims were out praying, and the police said, hey, you got to get up, you got to move now. And they said, no, we don't have to, we're praying. And that's happening in Toronto and Ottawa and a lot of other places. So they're disruptive. Is that good? Is it bad? Is it otherwise? Don't know. This guy says he knows, and he's got an interesting story. Prince Edward Island, Canada, PEI, they have a proposal there, the government, that impaired drivers, people who have had impaired driving charges in the past, should now have license plates that say impaired driver on it. Let's embarrass them. Okay, firstly, let's analyze that. Firstly, they've done their time, right? They're innocent now. They were guilty of an offense, and so what? Every time someone had an offense, they pay the fine. We're going to go out and advertise it and tell everybody, hey, look at that stupid guy. You know, I think you're supposed to kind of get a second chance, are you not? And if you're going to put license plates out there to put somebody down, why not put politician on it? Something like that. Oh boy, I think that's pretty poor conceit. Former Governor Elliot Spitzer out of New York, he announced now that he's running for city controller, which means that in the U.S., of course, he has to be voted for and to get the job. It's kind of interesting. This is the fella that left office because of a prostitution thing, and now to even compound that, he's going to run against the former madame that ran the brothel where he frequented, and she served 4 months, 3 months actually, in prison. And she says this is going to be the funniest campaign ever. I went to jail. He didn't. I mean, he's a hypocrite, and he's running against me. Duh. I mean, I kind of got some things to say about that. I got stories. Be it an interesting election. Walmart, they're the largest employer in America. Guess who the second largest is? Are you guessing? Here it comes. I know. It would be Kelly Services. It's a temporary work provider. 28 million Americans are now working part-time. Big numbers. Okay, Alberta's Court of Appeal has recently upheld the decision to declare a gay man the legal father of a 10-year-old girl, even though it was his former partner who was the actual father to the girl's mother. Okay, you with me here? So he adopted the child with his partner, 2 men, and the other man was the father. I know you get it. I'm trying to help though connect the dots. And he says, that's not my kid. Well, you know what? And I'm surprised he even had to go to court because you have the right to adopt people now. What part of this don't you get? I mean, people always want the good of everything, and they don't want to share in the bad. I mean, this law has been in existence for hundreds of years. If you adopt somebody, you're responsible. He's saying, but I'm gay. Duh, we already knew that. Oh my, what's up with everybody? Finally, there's a media network dedicated to liberty, peace, prosperity, and the celebration of all the values that you and I share. So says Libertarian and former Congressman Ron Paul. Ron, I'm one of them. We've already got that. But hey, welcome aboard. I'm glad you're going to have a talk show as well because I like what you say. You say what you mean and you mean what you say, and you're a right-wing guy. And in case you haven't noticed, y'all, so am I. Let me end today with a very short story. Gone are the days when girls used to cook like their mothers. Now they drink like their fathers. Welcome, guys. More for you from the right. See ya.